false news has become all too common on social media. Unfortunately, some members of the media to push their own personal bias and agenda to control exactly what people think is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
Hello, everybody. Here to talk about former President Bill Clinton. He'd actually paid a visit to the ladies of the View, and while being there, of course, it was quite the interesting conversation. He had himself a wonderful reception, all was going well, just about up to the point where he started telling the people of the View, or at least telling Whoopi and the girls that Trump had won fair and square, and that in addition to that, Americans should work with Trump. These are not the things that Whoopi wants to hear, much less that the Dems really need to do and work with the administration. And in addition to that, the fact that they shouldn't do what they did the last time. So here we go.
Former President Bill Clinton has not stopped working since he left the White House 24 years ago. He's traveling the world to take on global issues through the Clinton Foundation and traveling the country as a political spouse and surrogate. Now he's taking you along for the ride in his new best-selling book, Citizen: My Life After the White House. And we are so honored and pleased to welcome our 42nd President of the United States.
Everybody ought to be popular somewhere.
Not everybody who comes here is, but you are.
Yes, and no doubt the man is also popular with Epstein, and he's got some concerns with that.
You have the first
Yes, I do, and it's great to see you, especially since we've been trying to process the results of this election. In the book you write that after your wife Hillary's lost, when she lost to Donald Trump in 2016, you had outbursts of rage and you didn't sleep for years, 2 years. Me either. I still can't sleep.
Oh, gosh.
Call me up. So how are you sleeping now? What's going to happen now?
I'm sleeping better now because I did everything I could for the alternative.
That's true.
Yeah.
But I also think it's important for everybody to just take a deep breath and say, unlike in 2016, there was no outside influence like the FBI director interfering at the last moment in violation of 70 years of policy, and it changed 5% overnight. In my lifetime, I've never seen a poll change 5% overnight.
Yes, because they screwed
anybody
up.
that says that he didn't give Trump the election, needs
Think about it again.
Yeah. But this time, Donald Trump won the race fair and square.
Yes, he won the race fair and square, just as Bill Clinton had stated. Only thing is, though, this man's got ulterior motives. No matter what, him and his wife have issues that are still outstanding. And it's rumored that Hillary had pressed for Bill to go onto The View to be able to give herself put her under better light, just because of the issue of a pardon, just to be able to get in line and put her hand out for a pardon along with everybody else. And why not? You know what? Biden's handing them out like candy on Halloween. So let's see whether or not Hillary and Bill end up in that line.
Mr. President, Donald Trump will be returning to the White House, unburdened by the pressure of re-election.
Unburdened.
With sweeping immunity granted to him, I believe, by the Supreme Court, and an alleged enemies list, we're hearing. Do you think it would be wise of President Biden to preemptively pardon any potential targets? What about your wife, Hillary Clinton? She apparently is on Kash Patel's list.
For what?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, they got a problem with her because First, she didn't do anything wrong.
Of course.
Second, she
course.
followed the rules exactly as they were written. Third, Trump's State Department found, they remember how the emails were such a big issue in 2016? Trump's State Department found that Hillary sent and received exactly 0 classified emails.
So why the heck were they smashing up all the equipment with hammers, doing whitewashing of everything, putting all the hard drives under powerful magnets to delete everything and ensure that nothing could be found? Why?
On her personal device. It was a made-up, phony story.
Yeah.
So, you know, I guess if Kash Patel is determined to make one up, he could do it. But I think...
Make it up. Well, let's do this. Why don't we just do some investigating first before there's prosecution, right? Let's do it the right way versus how they had done it against Trump. I just hope that all of this dies down. You know what? It never will. First off, first thing that's got to go is The View. You know what? Others have left the country already. Why not these ladies? They're worthless. Everything that they have to say is nothing but a joke, and they are doing nothing more than still polluting the waters, muddying up the waters as much as possible, and giving the opposition a platform to be able to really just go out there and say what they choose to, even though it is just a bunch of crap. It is just amazing. All right, guys. Well, you know what? Thanks so much. It's a shame that Bill, even though he had tarnished himself through Monica Lewinsky and then come the Epstein flight logs, and no doubt there are videos of this man on Epstein Island because Epstein had every single square inch of that island under surveillance with cameras. I just want to know how much they had gotten, actually how much they had to pay just to be able to get to those recordings. Exact same things happening now with P. Diddy. That is what happened with Epstein, no doubt. The lawyers are out there getting bids for all those rich and famous folks who attended those parties or had taken flights on that Epstein plane to Pleasure Island. They're all in it and they all want to cover their butts. All right, guys. Again, thank you. And I will also say thank you for listening to me, taking your time and taking in what I have to say, my perspective, my thoughts. All right? Shoots.